How's it going, everyone? Your boy Corey here, aka Crasher, back with a new video, and ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be diving into this article on Nintendo Life, which is titled, "You Likely Won't Be Able to Catch 'Em All in Pokémon Scarlet and Violet." Here we go again. Trainers hoping to see the entire Pokédex featured in the upcoming games Pokémon Scarlet and Violet might want to read on. As highlighted by Cerebi.net, it looks like players will only be able to add specific pocket monsters to these games via the Pokemon Home app. This suggests not all Pokemon may be coded into the next Nintendo Switch entries. And to expand a little bit more, we ourselves, Cerebi.net tweeting out, Cerebi note, it is listed that you can only put specific Pokemon available within Pokemon Scarlet and Violet into it through Pokemon Home, indicating not all Pokemon may be coded within, and as we see here is an image that reads exactly that. While this news isn't particularly surprising, it may upset some trainers who were hoping to be able to catch them all to complete the National Pokédex. This would follow in the footsteps of Pokemon Sword and Shield, which excluded the complete National Dex. There are now around 900 Pocket Monsters on record as of 2022, which means Game Freak is likely to cherry-pick certain Mon more and more from here on out. Producer Junichi Masuda also previously mentioned how more Pokemon in games potentially presented issues when it came to battle balance. How do you feel about not being able to catch them all? Leave a comment down below. Okay, so here are my thoughts about this possibly being a thing. I can understand both sides of the situation, and it goes like this. I can definitely understand the fans wanting to have a full National Dex for a Nintendo Switch Pokemon game because it would allow for massive variety when it comes to making teams to play with through your travels in Generation 9. Pokemon Home is a place where a lot of our Pokemon are left to essentially gather dust and not be used because they're not coded into the game. Pokemon Sword and Shield were the games that introduced the Dex Cut, and that's what caused a massive amount of hate for the games and Game Freak, to which I can understand why. I don't exactly want to rehash too much on the whole thing, but to sum it up, Junichi stated that the Dex Cut was for battle balance as a reason, which Dynamax and Zacian say hi, by the way. That battle mechanic, while fun and crazy, was pretty unbalanced at times, and Zacian is literally the strongest attacker there is. The battle balance argument doesn't really track here given how the words and outcome are a far cry from each other. Another reason had to do with animations, which Sword and Shield did have some lackluster animations to say the very least. I think if it boils down to laziness and negligence, Game Freak need to pull their pants up and actually take all the time and resources they need to craft the perfect Pokemon game. If it meant that we would have to wait a while longer for the game, I'm sure many of us would understand and even accept it. I won't speak for everyone though, but rather this is from my own perspective. On the other hand, having to code in the 900 plus current Pokemon into Generation 9, plus the new batch of Pokemon that comes with the generation, we could very well be seeing over 1,000 Pokemon total in that game, which could prove a challenge for the developers of these games. I can understand that given how Game Freak like to pump out their games to quick sell to fans so they can make money and gain more off of it, it must put a ton of stress on the developers that have to answer to such high demands and time limitations. That is just accounting for generational releases. This doesn't even get into the other Pokemon games that are also being worked on too, which I'm sure adds even more stress on to the developers. In the period of 12 months, from November 2021 to November 2022, we will have 3 separate entities introduced to us. Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl in November 2021, Pokemon Legends Arceus in January 2022, and now Gen 9 being released in the fall of this year, which is likely going to be November 2022. 3 titles in 12 months are crazy to think about, even for Game Freak. Given their pace, they likely wouldn't want to miss their quota, and if it means cutting Pokemon and even cutting content, they're going to do just that in order to rush out their games. Now look it, we have yet to experience Generation 9 to the fullest as we only just got the reveal, so it's far too early to judge fairly these games, but that's just me. I did recently make a video talking about Activision Blizzard and their time crunch effect that employees and former employees had to go through, so this is why I'm going at this a bit differently here. We as fans deserve to have the best quality games there is instead of half-baked, rushed messes. We should also remember that without the devs, we likely wouldn't even have games. If we have criticisms, we should level them at the company itself, not the employees that have no choice but to do as they're told. However, at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, these are just my own opinions and observations on the matter. What do you guys think? Are you guys in agreements with what I've said? Are you guys in disagreements with what I've said? And what are your guys' thoughts overall about what we talked about in this video? I would love to hear you guys out. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for your time as well in viewing this video. Have yourself a damn good one, people. I'll see you in the next one.